Have you ever pondered on the nature of reality and consciousness? Such profound questions have been the crux of philosophical debates, stirring the minds of great thinkers for centuries. The complexity of reality, the enigma of consciousness, and the intricate relationship between the two have always been subjects of intense contemplation. They are fundamental to our understanding of existence itself. So let's dive deep into the realm of thought and ask ourselves, what if everything that exists is a product of mind? This brings us to the principle of mentalism, the first Hermetic principle. At its core, this principle presents a fascinating notion. It posits that everything we perceive, everything in the universe, indeed the universe itself, originates from a single universal supreme mind. Now let's take a moment to digest that. Imagine a vast, boundless sea of consciousness where every thought, every idea, every reality springs from. This is the supreme mind, the all, as it's often referred to in Hermetic philosophy. It's an infinite, omnipresent source of all that exists. But what does this mean for you and me? Well, the principle of mentalism suggests that our individual consciousness, our mind, is not separate or isolated. No, it's a fragment, a tiny yet integral part of this supreme mind. It's like a drop of water in the ocean. Each drop, each of us carries within us a piece of the whole, a piece of the all. So we're not just passive observers in this universe, we're active participants, shaping our reality with our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions. It's a powerful idea, isn't it? That our mind has the potential to influence the world around us, to manifest our desires, our dreams. So the principle of mentalism suggests that everything around us, including ourselves, is a manifestation of mind. What does this mean for our understanding of reality and consciousness? Let's delve into this fascinating question. The principle of mentalism, at its core, challenges our conventional understanding of reality. We are conditioned to perceive reality as something external, something that exists independently of our minds. We see objects, people, events as separate entities that we interact with. However, the principle of mentalism posits a radically different perspective. It suggests that reality is not external, but rather a construct of the mind. The world we perceive is largely a product of our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. Imagine the implications of this concept. It essentially means that we are not passive observers in the universe, but active creators of our own reality. Now let's turn to consciousness. We often think of our consciousness as an isolated phenomenon confined to our individual selves. But the principle of mentalism pushes us to broaden this perspective. It implies that our consciousness is not separate, but a part of a larger, universal consciousness. Consider this. If reality is a construct of the mind and all minds are part of a universal consciousness, then we are all connected at a fundamental level. We're not isolated islands, but interconnected parts of a vast cosmic ocean. This realization can lead us to a greater sense of empathy and unity, as we understand that at the most profound level, we are all one. What's more, if our thoughts shape our reality, then we have the power to change our world by changing our thoughts. This doesn't mean that we can simply wish things into existence, but it does suggest that our mindset, our beliefs, and our attitudes can have a tangible impact on our experiences. In essence, the principle of mentalism introduces a new paradigm. It reframes our understanding of reality from something we merely exist in to something we actively create. It shifts our view of consciousness from an isolated phenomenon to a part of a universal whole. This principle thus redefines our understanding of reality and consciousness. How does the principle of mentalism fit into the broader philosophical discourse? A question that carries us into the heart of the intersection between ancient wisdom and modern thought. The principle of mentalism, as we've discussed, posits that all reality is fundamentally mental in nature. This principle shares common ground with various philosophical doctrines, notably idealism and panpsychism. Idealism, a philosophical perspective, argues that reality as we know it is fundamentally shaped by our minds. It suggests that our perception of the world isn't a mere reflection of an independent external reality, but rather a construct of our mental processes. In this light, the principle of mentalism is parallel to idealism, as both propose the mind as the architect of reality. Panpsychism, on the other hand, is a philosophy that suggests consciousness isn't exclusive to humans or higher beings, but is a universal attribute present in all matter. It's the belief that everything, from a pebble to a person, possesses a form of consciousness. This aligns with the principle of mentalism, which states that the universe itself is a mental construct, implying that every particle of existence is imbued with a sliver of consciousness. The principle of mentalism doesn't merely echo these philosophies, but also enriches them. It provides a holistic framework that unifies the external world of matter with the internal world of mind, suggesting that they're not separate entities, but facets of a singular reality. This principle invites us to reconsider our understanding of reality and consciousness. It challenges the materialistic perspective that perceives the world as a mechanical system devoid of consciousness. Instead, it presents a universe that is alive, conscious, and fundamentally mental. This perspective can shift our understanding of various philosophical debates, from the nature of reality and consciousness to the mind-body problem, and even the question of free will. The principle of mentalism, thus, offers a unique lens to view and understand the nature of reality and consciousness. It prompts us to look beyond the apparent physicality of the world and to see the universe as a grand, interconnected mind. To recap what we've discussed, the principle of mentalism posits that the mind is the basis of all reality. This Hermetic principle suggests that everything we perceive, think, and feel is a manifestation of our minds. It's not just about our individual consciousness, but a collective consciousness that shapes the universe itself. This principle has profound implications for understanding reality. It challenges us to consider that what we see, touch, and experience is not external, but a reflection of our inner mind. It's a radical shift in perspective, offering a fresh lens through which to understand the world. Moreover, the principle of mentalism contributes to philosophical discussions on reality and consciousness. It prompts us to question our assumptions and seek deeper truths. It encourages us to explore the power of the mind and its role in creating our lived experiences. So next time you ponder the nature of reality and consciousness, remember the principle of mentalism and consider the possibility that everything is a manifestation of mind.